Oh, a little cheeky lunchtime brown load, everybody. We're recording. I wonder, because for me, I can be like Kedge now. I can talk like this because no one's in the house.
And I can talk like this as well. Way.
By the way, Kedge is that guy that turns up at my house talking like that, even though my kids are asleep upstairs. He don't care.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to make that noise at home in case he wakes up all the old people in his house, right?
No.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at my house, he comes in, banging the door. Oi, let's make some tea. Yes, you know what? Where's your doll?
Dum damaka.
Kids asleep upstairs.
Dum
Right?
daraka.
So now I'm going to be Kedge, and this is a little lunchtime one. So we're recording this, just so everybody knows, on Wednesday afternoon. So this is going to go out tomorrow. So if you're listening to this, podcast is less than 24 hours old.
It feels weird. It feels weird.
This is fresher than Ranveer Singh doing a trailer for his brand new Gujarati film.
Oh, what's that one now?
Well, it's another one, isn't it? I don't know. Jayesh Bhai something. Jayesh Bhai.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it? Do you know what? It's a good song in that.
Yeah, there is.
It's called Firecracker.
Yes.
Why are you smiling as you said it though, Satch? Like, is it good or are you being sarcastic?
It's actually, Tommy would like this. It's
Honestly.
called Jayesh Bhai Jordar. Jayesh Bhai Jordar.
Jordar.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
the man who joins things together. If you stuck two teeth together, you'd be Jor the Dar. The Dar is teeth.
No, he's not a dentist, mate.
Jordar means like.
Is he not
full
like
power.
a modern day surgeon in Gujarat fixing people's teeth, giving people the Ahmedabad smile?
He might be, because Jordar means powerful.
Powerful, yeah.
Oh,
Even I knew that.
Jord, yeah. So Jordar is like a bit like a, what's the word? Like just to add it more, like even more powerful.
But I mean, it doesn't kind of go with his name, innit? Jayesh Bhai doesn't sound.
Yeah, Jayesh Bhai obviously, sounds like. Well, I think his character's coming across like that, isn't it? He's, he seems like a bit of a simple man. We don't know the full story of it yet.
Yeah, but the tune's good.
Women's rights or something to do with women.
And just because I'm going to just jump on that one and say, and because on the Guji vibe, Gangubai,
Kathiawadi.
Kathiawadi, I still can't say it, man.
Kathiawadi. I think you've got to be Gujarati to say that word because it's
Kathiawadi. It's the town, isn't it?
You're saying Katya, like the dancer from Strictly Come Dancing, Katya. It's Kathiawadi.
Kathiawadi.
Katya.
I'm gonna cut you from your bodies.
You still got a Punjabi sounding way of saying it.
Yeah.
Kathiawadi.
That's the best way you've done it. That's the best.
She's got a vaddi katti. I don't know what that means. But anyway, that's on Amazon now. So if you got the Prime, gotcha. Because my mum and dad watched it, and both my mum and dad went, it's really good. And I'm surprised that my dad liked that one because it's like a story, and my dad likes action.
It's a good, little gangster story.
It's beautifully done, beautifully made. But forget what's on the Prime. Forget what's happening in the world. Kedge, what happened on the bus?
Yes,
Kedge by Basiawala, Basiawadi. Kedge by Basiawadi is the Sanjay Leela Bhansali film. Sanjay Leela Bhansali. It's a Bhansali film.
It's a Bhansali production.
So let me just give everyone a recap. Previously on the Brown Load, last week Kedge mentioned that he's going to go on tour as part of your work. A thank you tour that Virgin Radio are doing.
Correct.
To all the key workers. They're doing a little concert tour.
Yep.
Kedge, obviously working in production, radio production and digital production. You're there, capturing the moments, doing your gum. So I love that environment. For me, it reminds me of that Mela environment.
Yes.
The crew, you're on site, you're in a field, you're running around. So it's busy. But this one, because it's good old Virgin Chris Evans money, we love it.
Yeah.
This one, they're putting you all on a bus for how many days and with the crew and everybody?
So obviously the tour is over 4 days and I've jumped off halfway through because we're back in London now. So it's Wembley today and tomorrow.
Your turf? Home ground?
Yeah, it's home ground, Wembley. Yeah. So
where have you been and what day did you go?
So I went Monday morning, Glasgow, flight up to Glasgow. Early morning, very early morning, Monday morning.
Nice.
And then
was that a Ryanair jobby?
It was the orange one. What's it called? EasyJet. EasyJet, yeah. EasyJet.
Like you don't know the orange one.
I forgot for a minute. Honestly, the last 2 days, complete blur. But anyway, God, I tell you, can I just say something? If you're going to the airport, give yourself enough time because it's chaos. Yeah. No staff. 1 hour I was waiting to go through just the security scanning.
Where'd you fly from?
Gatwick. My God.
It's long.
It's long. So, if I wasn't early, I would have missed the plane.
So you had to go from North London, your end, and fly from Gatwick. That's a mission. You could have gone from Luton. You could have gone from...
Stansted.
That was the start. That was the start.
Honestly, if I were you, I would have had a sleepover at Satch's. Because Satch's, you don't live far from there.
You know what? I would have slept anywhere, but the fact was, I was worried
get me in those brown sheets. Get me in those brown
sheets. He's not allowed, mate. He said bad things about him, so that's it.
Yeah, but I would have done that. But I was wary of where I was going to be sleeping for the next 2 nights. So therefore, I thought I've got to do my own bed. I did think even getting a hotel early.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Oh. But no. Anyway, get to Glasgow. You know, with a few people on the plane. Ooh, it's all fun and games. Get to Glasgow.
Was it like a stag do?
Well, yeah, kind of. You know, you're a bit early, but everyone. I tell you what, it was. You meet everyone, and everyone's like, because there were some presenters there. Oh. So do you know what I mean? It's not just us low level, calm people. It's presenters.
They don't know who you are, Kedge. You're there undercover. They don't know you're a Asian radio legend.
Oh yeah. They don't. Yeah, absolutely.
You're undercover. It's like when Deepika's in Vin Diesel's film. Everyone goes, "Oh yeah, it's the Asian one, right?"
Yeah,
but actually, she's Deepika Padukone.
Yeah, exactly.
That's you don't know. You're the Deepika Padukone of Virgin Radio.
I'd love to be Deepika for Virgin Radio. So they were nervous. They were like, and one of them goes, "Well, I'm not staying on that bus. I'm not doing it." He goes, "Because I need my own bed. I need my own toilet." And I need my own space. And he goes, I can't share that with anybody.
I thought you were going to say something else.
You can't, because there isn't one on the toilet, on the bus, is there?
Well, no, there is a toilet. It's very small. We'll get to that toilet situation.
Okay. Yeah.
So I did the and then there was another presenter who was coming on, but he was quite excited about the whole sort of experience of it, and I was excited, but I'm not excited. And anyway, we get to Glasgow, blah blah blah, and we're just kind of straight in. So obviously we've got the event first, right?
Yeah.
So it's fine because you forget where you're going to be sleeping at night and all of that. So I was like, you're in the thick of the event and that's all going well and all the big bands and you're meeting. It's all fun and games. You know what? I've got to say, catering, brilliant. I was worried about the food, being vegetarian.
Yeah, paneer. Yeah.
Well, it was not quite paneer, but there was tofu, it was quinoa, it was sort of like Thai recipe. Clean. Yeah, very clean, good, healthy food. Not even.
So where's that on the bus?
On site of the where the event's being taken place. So in Glasgow, the OVO Hydro.
It usually is when you're at backstage at a concert. The food is usually good because they get it in from somewhere.
For vegetarian, you only end up eating roast potatoes. Do you see what I mean?
But I think when you've got big bands and stuff, it's got to be of a certain level. So you can't get away with some greasy
exactly. And what an era we live in. Like you got vegetarian options. So I was like, oh, this is healthy, good, love it. So I was cushy because if the tummy is cush, then Kedge is cush.
Yeah.
So
and by the way, that goes for all production I've ever been on. TV, film, radio, when the food on set, in general, you think about anyone who's been to like an all-staff meeting and they've got sandwiches or they've got biscuits or whatever, if the biscuit selection's good, I'm telling you, people are simple. But look at you, even now, the first thing you said, I need to know about sleeping, the concert, the celebrities, the tamasha, the night pattern, but you started with food.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the most important thing.
That's because I think it is for all of us, though, isn't it? Even for us, the food really is important. And I was worried. So anyway, because I took a pack of nuts just in case, if I need an extra boost, but I didn't even need that. I didn't even have to go there because I had everything.
You didn't get your nuts out?
Didn't get a chance to get my nuts out in Glasgow.
Once.
I did in Manchester, but not in Glasgow.
Not in Glasgow, okay.
So
at night when everyone's asleep, you didn't have a little cheeky rummage of your nuts?
Let's get there. So anyway, so the show finishes Monday night, wicked, brilliant, Kaiser Chiefs, but all the big old school.
I predict a riot.
Yeah, I predict a riot, and it all goes nuts and confetti and streamers. It was brilliant. Kaiser Chiefs are there. All the some other bands that a lot of people might not have heard of yet, and all that kind of stuff. But it was a good night. Anyway, so then we're packing up, and then the chat starts. Are you on the bus? Are you on the bus tonight? Yeah, I'm on the bus. Are you on the bus tonight? Yeah, because it's 5 big buses out there, right?
5 of them. Oh wow!
Yeah, you sent us a video of it. By the way, are you going to mention that? What it looked like? What the bus?
Yeah.
Tell everyone what the bus looked like.
Well, I mean, it's just like a coach, but
no, it's thicker. Not.
Go on, how would you describe it?
I'd say it's like a double-decker coach.
No, I'd say it's like a pop star's tour bus. It looks slick.
Yeah. It is a pop star tour bus.
So like a double-decker coach, but a slick one. It looks executive. It looked nice, bruv, and it looked like a Yeah, like 5-star almost as far as coaches go. If that turned up for a wedding bash, blow the Punjabis getting on that, I'd be like, wicked. Someone's balling here with the money.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It was that, and but we didn't know, we couldn't get inside because it wasn't open. So our bags are still there. But the chat has started. Who's you're on tour bus? Yeah. How are we going to go? Oh, are you going to? I had one person going, Kedge, I think I'm a snorer. Just kick me. If I start snoring, and all of this starts, you start in panic. You could tell the focus had changed, because the packing up and all that.
Exactly. And we've been in lockdown. So people haven't mixed with people. And now you're not only mixing people, you're mixing people in a confined space.
Well, you the video you sent, it was kind of like bunk beds where you were on the top, right?
Right. So I got in and I found out that 2 of the girls had already reserved their spots, the bunks.
Right.
Fine, fair, that's okay.
Yep.
So how it was is that there was as you walk on the bus.
I'm surprised. Sorry, I gotta say this. I'm surprised it was mixed sex.
Rock and roll, mate. This is rock and roll.
I think that's all right.
This is how rock and roll works. And so
you're just there to sleep, really, aren't you? Then get to your next place.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yeah.
So it's a thin.
I wouldn't be comfortable with that.
Well, it's a thin walkway, and then either side. Honestly, and I sent you the video, it kind of is coffin-esque, kind of.
Yeah, it's a letterbox. You're sleeping in a big letterbox.
I think if you've been on the sleeper train, Satch, maybe you can confirm this. It's like that, isn't it?
I think there was more space on the sleeper train.
Yeah, you can't. Me and Tommy, you can barely. If you were doing a sit up, you could literally. I wouldn't even say you can go 45 degrees up your body because it's.
But that's what I said. Remember when I told you when I slept on that boat, and I said I knew that's what it's going to be like. It's like you got to slide in sideways. You can't.
I couldn't even get in
because you're too broad.
So if you're on the floor, it's fine because you bend down and you roll in. But if you're on the one above it, it was at an awkward height where you got obviously get your leg up, right? But if you get your leg up, then you're swinging into other people's compartments and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, well, did you swing into someone else's?
Well, and there was a lot of this so anyway, so it's like that, and I got in, and it's. I mean, the best thing I think I did was I took my own pillowcase. So I covered the pillowcase with my pillowcase smell. Having your own pillowcase smell, I think, is a game changer because you can bury your face.
Yeah, but even with the yellow stains on it, even with the holiday stains and the dribble.
Oh, bro, the holiday stains were smelling so good. And then on top of that, I took Vicks with me because I thought it's going to get stinky in here. So
not DJ Vicks.
No, not DJ Vicks.
Okay, fine. I thought, how's he going to fit in there?
Would me and DJ Vicks fit in there? Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I thought, why would you bring him along?
And he would bring his Dex along. How are we going to fit all of that in there? So I had the Vicks vapor rub, and then so we got in and we literally.
By the way, DJ Vicks should so do a vapor rub. And go, just rub DJ Vicks all over yourself.
Opens the airwaves, sound waves, everything.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry. God.
So I got in and I was
hold a minute. And now, can I stop you there as well?
Yeah.
Sorry, Kedge, because I know
questions. You've got questions. Go on.
Satch, imagine that now. There's one Asian on the thing.
I was the only Asian backstage.
Right, he's got his own pillowcase. All of a sudden, he starts rubbing vapor rub all over himself, which you got to drink with people. It stinks out everywhere.
But I went with the more commercial rub because imagine if I'd taken Zandu Balm or Tiger Balm.
No, you can't take the Kedge. Even if you took the normal, the green top Vicks, you're still going to stink out the place. And that stinks.
But why don't you just try and blend in, Kedge?
Smell and everything. You tell him, I'm going to stick out. You wouldn't be able to smell that in all the guff that was flying around.
Did you check with everybody that they're all right with you stinking out?
No, because once I'm in my compartment, it's my rules.
No, see, already wind up. You're the reason why people don't like brown people sometimes.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold on a minute.
No, bruv, they're going to go away and they're going to go, we had one Asian guy with us. He brought his own pillow. Like, I think it's a religious thing. I think they can't use other pillowcases. And then he's going to go, what was it? What was it like? Well, you could smell curry from it. It actually felt a bit like
smell curry from
That's what I'll say. It had these kind of yellow stains, like he eats in bed. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. And then what did he do? Then he tried to cover the smell up with all this vapor rub, because they're all into their yoga and their breathing and stuff.
And I always think when you try to cover the smell up of that smell, it just makes it worse, doesn't it? Just leave it.
No, because you can put the vapor up your nostril. It's fine. So anyway, and then as we were getting on, there was a big sign saying, "Toilet here, right? Only ones, no twos, and don't put any toilet paper, kind of toilet paper down the thing because it doesn't flush."
Of course, yeah.
And like all of a sudden, because I knew about this as rumors, so I was trying to train my body to think, right, I've got to stop eating, because sometimes you get pressure, and you get middle of the night pressure, or you get late, because obviously we finished at 1 o'clock by the time we got on the bus. So sometimes you get a bit of a pressure then, because you've been snacking or whatever late into the night.
Yeah. And also when you relax, when your body relaxes after a busy day, that's when you want to go for a number 2. It's like,
Yeah,
it's like you have to change your whole schedule, basically.
Bruv, you don't understand. So I'm stop eating early, and I'm thinking, right, please, Bhagwan, please don't. I was like praying that I don't need to go for a number 2 for the next, 12 hours. And it was like, you're worried. That's playing with your mind. So anyway, the toilet is, in the toilet, you could not turn around 360 without bashing into something.
Yeah, it's very small. It's smaller than one of those Portaloo things, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, way small, half of the size. So anyway, so you've got to do that, and you've got to try and do a wee and all of this kind of stuff, and blah blah blah. That was a nightmare. Anyway, so it was a bit of excitement as we got on the bus. Everyone was sitting in the common area, and then
sorry, you got to stand with a bit of a wide stance because the bus is moving. When you stand to pee, stood up. On a move, you can't stand.
Oh well, my head was banging against the top.
You got to brace yourself. Yeah. You got to be ready.
It's like a toilet one. You get the angle thing as well on your head. So literally, you can fix yourself. If you wedge yourself in, your head is being wedged in against the roof, and your feet on the floor.
It's like some people's like if they've converted their loft into a little bar. If they've got a bathroom up in the loft, you got the slopey roof.
Yeah, but they didn't think they were going to invite Tommy Sandu for a wee up in their loft.
Yeah. Well,
I'm surprised, Kedge, you didn't have to do it with the door open.
Well, if I had the door open, everyone can see, because there is no hiding space on this bus. That's another thing, right? So if you want to change, because you can't change in the toilet.
Oh.
So, right. So what we did is we go, right, everyone's at the top. If you want to go change, you have to go downstairs. So bless, the girls had to go down while we sat at the top to change. And I think women have to change probably more than, us blokes. Some of them just went in the same clothes and went to sleep and all of that kind of thing. Obviously me, I had to go down and do a proper change, because I've got to do contact lenses. I've got to do all of that kind of stuff as well.
I love the fact that the women went downstairs and got changed. The men got changed where they were, and then Kedge went down on his own to get changed in a separate section.
I've got to do all my puja and everything. Do you know what I mean? It was just
the full checks.
Yeah, the full checks. Exactly. I can't be dealing with stuff like that.
Did you like Dolph? Did you like Josh Sticks?
I should have. God, I wish I'd taken that. Anyway, so we all get in. I was the second person to go in because I was shattered, right, to go to sleep and everything. And I tell you what, it was like a coffin. You can't. There's only 2 positions you can sleep in: on your left or on your right. That is it.
Oh. Is it?
Because if you sleep on your back, it's like you just see the ceiling, and it's just so. It honestly drives you nuts. And then the bus is like, and it's moving and it's bouncing, and you're just like shaking around. It's like being on the sea. It was tense, bruv. It was tense. And then in the middle of the night, who is it who needs to go for a wee at 3 o'clock? My God, what a palaver! Because you forget you're hanging off. Your legs are hanging off. You got to jump down, walk. Do you go barefooted? No, you can't. What if someone's weed in there? And then you got to put your shoes on, find the shoe, go into the thing. Doesn't lock. Oh, my God. Remember, don't put any tissues down there. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Get back. It was a nightmare.
And you don't want to disturb the person you're climbing above.
Climbing above, below. I swung into someone else's cabin as well, because the bus...
accidentally on purpose.
Yeah, accidentally on purpose. Oh. Yeah. I thought, no, that's a nice pillow. It wasn't, but you know what? Glasgow to Manchester took almost 10 hours to do, because apparently these bus drivers only get a certain number of hours they can drive.
That's right. Say health and safety.
Stopping everywhere,
and they don't go. They really don't go that fast.
And one person, and one person told the driver, just keep it really hot. The man goes, if you have it really hot, then all the germs, he goes, it's a bit germy. And one of them, without everyone's consent, and this is what I didn't like.
Yeah, a bit like the vapor rub, a bit like the Vicks. Yeah, go on.
No. He went, just keep it full blast, mate. He goes, we love the heat. And I was like, so we woke up with, like, it was grim. And there's no fresh air going into this bus, bro. I almost broke the fire exit seal, because I was like, I need air. I was like Sonic the Hedgehog underwater. You know when you're playing a game and he comes up for it and he goes like that. I was like, I need air.
I'm Kedge. Do you know what? I'm actually surprised that you lasted, because
you know what? It wasn't easy at first, and then obviously the shower. The shower, you have to go to the venue, and then you got to do the whole shower bag ready, and you got to go and do the shower. Thank God.
How was the
difference? Right. So when we got to the Manchester Arena, it was so weird. So we got into our production office. and the showers were just in there, right? Like through another door.
That's good.
Thought, wicked. So I thought there was going to be a whole massive Royal Rumble for the 3 showers. But guess what? Everyone else went searching for coffee.
Oh, lovely.
Because that's all they wanted. And I'm like, I can't even function until I go and brush my teeth. And then have a shower.
Because you got that film on your mouth in the morning. I can't. I need to. First thing in the morning, I need to brush my like just get that off.
I got a question. What is, because obviously we have a tongue cleaner, don't we? This is roll with it everywhere I go. You roll with a tongue cleaner.
So mine is the reverse side of my brush.
Oh no, that's not proper. That's a fake westernized one. I'm talking about the full.
Sick though, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, does it? No, it's supposed to.
Well, what do you use to brush your tongue?
Oh, it's the full metal. The metal. It's the industrial equipment.
It's like a horseshoe.
It's like a horseshoe. It's a full metal thing because it's a scraper. It proper scrapes.
Yeah, I can't put that in my mouth.
Really? Because when you do that as well, and then that was a good thing because everyone had gone for a coffee. I had the whole bathroom to myself, so I could scrape and go, bleh, bleh, and I'm doing.
Kedge, why?
No, because I felt good. I don't feel right.
Just not scrape for one day, Kedge.
I don't feel right until my body goes through the convulsions of bleh, like that, and you're like, yes, now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm so honestly. I'll tell you what I'm nervous about here.
Go on.
I feel I'm just going to say. I feel sometimes that I represent brown people. I represent them when I'm out and about. When I'm on a stage, when I'm at an event, particularly when there are like non-Asian people there. I think, well, how I come across will send them messages about brown people. Kedge, you're the same in this scenario as the only brown person. And I feel like, oh God, what did you do? What?
No, but no one heard it.
What damage have you done to our communities by just being Kedge?
How do you know, Kedge? Someone might have popped in the production office when you were going in the background and thought, what is he doing?
Yeah, they're going to go, he's got a blade. He's got a circular blade that he's shaving his tongue with. That's what they're going to see. Then the Vicks, and then the pillowcase, and then the kind of.
I don't think Kedge is the best person to represent us on this.
No, well, I don't think you should be allowed out. But there's certain people, like even some of your own boys, some people in your family, you'd be like, guys on a stag do, you lot are like idiots.
Stop.
And you are let down to our race. You are let down to our people.
This was
and people are looking over.
I felt like I was in I'm a Celeb. Honestly, this was extreme condition because I'm not used to getting off somewhere in unwashed and just like in your like sort of neck. So I bought obviously another tracksuit that I thought I was going to wear to then go to the venue, which I did. And then you got to change and you got to put another fresh. I was like, I went fresh pair of clothes every time I could. Do you know what I mean?
Well, of course you would, yeah.
But he was like, well, there wasn't that going a lot. There wasn't a lot of that going on. Do you know what I mean? Like, as much as I might be making funny sounds and everything, I was the cleanest, freshest person there.
You were the freshest.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah.
And I'll say this to everybody. Sometimes it's just important that you just try and blend in.
Well, I did. I embraced it. I did embrace it.
It sounds like if at any point, day or night, showers, bathroom, sleeping, whatever, if someone saw you, they'd go, look at them lot. They're a bit different, aren't they? They're a little bit different. You brought the desi, and I know what you're like with your bendy legs and stuff, jumping up in and out. You do with your yoga-ness.
Well, it's funny you said that because so when we got to Manchester, because obviously out of this heat and everything that we were in, and everyone's feeling rough, disgusting, headaches, and everyone was just in a bit of a lethargic lull, right? And
of course you'd be.
So at 10:30, some of the people had to start working and stuff, and some of the younger kids, who got to do the running around and all that, they started, and they were like, "Kedge, we're struggling today." You know what? You know what I started doing? I took a yoga class for the production team, and I did a yoga class for about 6 of them, and I led the way. And they were like, "Kedge, look at you doing all of this kind of stuff."
That was a bit helpful.
They were like, "God, this feels like some ashram in India or something."
Yeah. Is that what they said? See what I mean? That's exactly it. They expect you to. It's like what you did there. It's no different to going to an Indian restaurant where they all go, "Oh, Kedge, can you do the ordering, please? Because this is your food." Here we go, Kedge, you're doing yoga. What else are you going to do? Oh, I can do your accounts for you if you want to do your taxes. And I'll sort. And you're already one of the digital media contents. You're fixing everyone's laptop and gadgets as well.
Yeah,
you are tech support.
Here's a few papadums to go with it.
Oh, yeah.
You pull them out of his bag.
Yeah, late night snacks.
Hot crust. Yeah. So,
man.
No, but you know what? It went down well. People loved it, and they were. And what I realised is, my God, people are not flexible. Like, just doing the cross. What do you call the cross-leg seating position in Punjabi?
No.
Gujarat is known as the paloti.
Yeah,
there is a word.
You must have it.
I know it sounds obviously, but it's almost like, no, I think, because I've heard someone say, do your bedkes.
But bedkes is an exercise routine.
Yeah, I think that's more squat down. There is
that's a squat and hold your ears thing.
Yeah.
Ask your mum, or if anyone who's listening knows.
Cross-legged in Punjabi. I'm going to look it up. But it's something like something lat baitke, like sitting with your, like
lat cross there.
Yeah. Why do you sound all aggressive when you say it?
Because just imagine like your dad telling you off in that Punjabi sort of.
Something like pere, para, something like that. Someone would tell me.
Right. Pere para, right. Yeah. It just sounds like your pantaloon's going to split. Pere para.
Why have you got to make a song out of everything, man?
So you did that. So I did the yoga, and the last one, I got to say, it was so funny because a few of them we were walking in Manchester. They went past Dushum, and a few of them said, "Oh, I'll tell you what, this is the best Indian food." What do you do? What do you do?
No, I tell you what, because what they're going to be doing, whether they are actually physically doing it or not, is they're secretly looking over at you like, isn't it? Like, be the Gyan now on it. Tell us what you know. Because this is your term. It's like me saying, oh, the best chicken pie is, or the best pint of ale, or the best pint of English bitter stout is this. And if I was there with Chris Evans, I'd be looking at Chris to kind of go, well, actually, there's a place in Yorkshire that does the best, whatever. Right. So when them commenting on that on Disham as a curry house, they're secret. Even if they don't turn to look at you, inside they are burning to turn.
Well, I think they were burning, and I was burning. So I went. That's
because of the Vicks, mate. Because of the Vicks.
I just went. Bruv. I said it's not even close. I said,
no, it is though.
No. I said, and then I said, I will take you when we get back to London. And they went, I'm going to hold you to that. And I said, there you go. I said, don't fall for that. So I thought I did my bit there. I know, I brought yoga, I brought, food, knowledge, and the interest in functions.
And while Kedge was, messing around up north on a tour bus and doing yoga classes, I was actually doing his job for the last few days. That's why it's been a bit of a hard one, because I'm on my lunch break right now, Kedge, and Kedge knows that,
I do indeed. Yeah,
it's a bit weird. It's a bit of a weird.
The building is still standing. Talk TV has gone out. Piers Morgan is doing his show, so it's all working. Satch, well done.
It's all working.
Yeah, well done. Keep the building up. Otherwise, Piers Morgan's show shuts down.
And because you were going away for those few days, and because then Satch had to hold the fort, and Satch is DJing with all his other work as well, you guys couldn't come to that iftar dinner, the dinner that we were invited to for the ECB.
Correct. Yeah.
The English Cricket Board, and lovely, amazing Tamina. We've got to big up Tamina, because Tamina's a regular Brownload listener.
Big up Tamina.
We first met Tamina at Manchester, one of the grounds.
It's a cricket match, isn't it?
Yeah, we went to the 2019 World Cup. And that was when she came out. She was, loved the Brownload, and she's been messaging, and I'd even say has become a friend since then. I've got to kind of know her, messaging, regular Brownload listeners, loves Thursdays, as many people do, for the Brownload. So thank you, Tamina, for that. But then Tamina then also, because she works with the cricket boards, all that, when let's have an iftar dinner at Lord's Cricket Ground.
Incredible.
Never been done before. Groundbreaking. And it was an amazing night. It was a beautiful night. But you guys were invited. We were all three of us invited. You couldn't make it. No. And I got to say, I went and I loved it. Not only was it hosted by Atif Nawaz, who's a very funny comedian guy, and he hosted it, and he kind of said it wasn't like a heavy, serious event. It was light. It was positive. Yeah. It was a nice sunny evening. We're in the long room at Lord's. You're overlooking the cricket ground as well. Beautiful. And Tamina, I told Tamina, I said, oh, by the way, Kedge and Satch are not going to make it. She went, that's a shame. Kedge would have approved of the menu. That's all she said.
Oh, that means it must have been a good veggie thing.
Yeah, and I said to you, oh, she did say Kedge, and you went, oh, really? Went, oh, I thought there'd been quite a lot of meat there, and that was all me and you said beforehand.
Well, yeah, because being an iftar meal, I thought,
you thought there'd be chicken or lamb or biryanis and this and the other, right? Bruv, the food was fantastic.
Wow.
Okay. Firstly, hello to everyone. Owen Morgan was there, by the way.
Oh,
right? Graham Gooch was there.
Yeah, Joe Root probably because he's now retired and not captaining. Has he got nothing to do?
No, Joe Root wasn't there. But there were other female cricketers and cricketers from Glasgow and Scotland that had come down.
Mark Ramprakash.
Huh? No, not Mark Ramprakash.
Oh,
others, legend, and people all involved in Lords and the cricket ground, but lots of real mix of people, brilliant mix of people, and wicked meal. But the food, you're going to love this. It was a sweet potato, nice crispy outside skin with opened up with paneer, a dal, right? That was the main. A lovely sort of salad, like a crispy kale almost salad with a little chutney. Not salad, like just a bit of crispy sort of kale bit. But it was. Honestly, it was delicious. It was creamy. It was comforting. Yum. Starters were like pakore on this little bed of onions.
Oh, love
and the dessert. You know me. I'm not a dessert person.
No, nor mine.
Bruv, I had 3 desserts. I went back for seconds and thirds. So I was there. I met this girl who works with the Shahid Afridi Foundation. She liked her dessert as well. And I love my favorite dessert by far, carrot cake. Love carrot cake.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This slice of carrot cake was gooey, chewy, delicious, sticky, nicely cool as well.
I think we could have a carrot cake off because I had carrot cake yesterday in Manchester. My God, I don't eat cake. I don't eat cake dessert, but this.
Was it a big thick wedge or was it a slice?
No, it was like a little square slice.
Yeah, mine was a and I think that's why it went down.
Yeah, but it had the pistachio sauce drizzle on it. I was like, wow, this is next level.
It was so delicious. I had one and I was like, man, that was delicious. And then the person opposite me, the Shahid Afridi Foundation girl, she said, there's a spare one over there. And it was Graham Gooch's. He'd left. He'd had the mains and he chipped. She goes, go on. If you're going to take anyone's carrot cake, take Graham Gooch.
You had a little nibble of Gooch.
I had Gucci's gajar. Gajar. I went over, I took it. They took a picture of me taking it. And I had that. And then me and her shared that. We shared that. And then she goes, I'm still up for another one. I
said, my.
And then this other guy on the table heard us and he went, I'll go thirds. So we stole someone else's. Wow. And it was because some people had left because it was late evening.
No, I'm going to stop you there because look, Kedge, Tommy, you've just been sort of slating Kedge for the last 20 minutes of, how not to behave around, certain types of people. And there's you nicking cake, bruv. Like if someone's looking over at you.
This is proper Jayesh Bhai maneuvers, mate.
Exactly.
This is what Jayesh Bhai Patel would do.
I'm sorry, Tommy. You're in the same boat as him at the moment.
But actually, I thought the message of Ramadan is to be appreciative of what you've got. I thought that's going to waste. I need to appreciate that.
But that's not what you've got. That's what other people got. You've then got it.
And you stole. You stole.
No, I didn't steal. No, it was going spare.
I mean, you took Gooch's dessert.
And they were bringing over hot coffee and tea in the pots as well. That, because obviously not drinking. End of the night, tea, coffees, like that. Lovely evening. So anyway, thank you, Tamina. And I'm seriously, Kedge, I'm gutted you missed out on the food. As I was eating it, I was thinking, this is delicious. So,
and speaking of...
Thank you, Tamina.
Speaking of talking to Brownload listeners, I was actually on a call with a couple that whose wedding I'm doing this year.
Oh,
and their names are Vishal and Pooja, really nice people. And you guys have got an invite to the wedding.
When is it?
Which was quite interesting.
What? And to do the podcast from their wedding?
Well, they were like, just come in. You can, do the whole.
That would be good.
It's in Italy. You can do the whole.
Can you imagine if we do the podcast?
You can do the whole road trip that you guys have been talking about. Wow. You can do the podcast there. And I was I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, all right, I'm here to DJ. Tommy, I could probably get to host. What would Kedge do?
You could bring out the Bani Puri, Kedge. Someone's got to do it.
I'll bring out the Bani. I will absolutely serve you. You can hire me to serve you Bani Puri, and while everyone's waiting in the queue to collect their food and just trying to push in, I will do live yoga sessions in the queue.
No, in the morning.
So everyone's calm. Everyone's calm. No one's chasing the food.
No, it's a holiday. It's a destination wedding. So you could be like head of like entertainment and rep, right? So in the morning,
I'll do the well-being side of it.
Yeah, out on the lawn. Then you do the Barney. You could be like, Kedge, Barney, bring it on. Ba-da-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Kedge, Barney, bring it on. But and you're going around with your little tray of Barney.
Oh, that would be a dream.
That would be wicked, man. I'm telling you.
I think we should offer our services, Satch.
Let's not.
When is this?
It's Jubilee weekend.
So it's soon, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like next month. No, month after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what. Road trip down to Italy. Road trip down to. I'm saying. I'm not turning that down.
No. I told them you were busy anyway, both of you. I was like, I've got their diaries. I know what they're doing. Tommy's not available. He's on the bus off somewhere.
Kedge is, but you don't want him there.
No. Well, you never know. Well, look, that's Satch. That's basically Satch going, look, I'm going down there. I've got a reputation to maintain. I'm not taking you to liability.
I'm not that guy who behaves like Jayesh Bhai, Jenti Bhai, and behaves like.
It was nice of them to offer and say.
Yeah, it's very nice. And I got to say, I hope there is fried food at their wedding, because there's a story I've come across that is putting us all into a little bit of fear, and it made me just think of brown people straight away, because the story is saying that right now there is as we know, shortages of certain foods and problems getting certain foods onto shelves, a lack of certain foods, and that particular food is cooking oil. I don't know if you've come across this. There's a cooking oil crisis.
I didn't know this.
We mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. Remember, I was telling you that the all the mussies in the WhatsApp group have got a bit of a Dell crisis.
Oh yeah, Satch called it early.
But now, as of just yesterday, Morrison's, Tesco, and Waitrose are introducing a shopping rule, which is to limit the amount of cooking oil you can buy. Right, limit it. No,
one per person.
I'm going to call it
one what?
Like one thing or per person. That's it.
No, but hold on. So what 1 litre, 2 litre, or are we?
Or one of the five. Probably
do
the five.
Do you still get those Dell drums?
Not from Tesco, Waitrose, but you can get the free 3 litre ones, can't you?
Yeah.
Not the big 5.
No, but do you remember those big Dell drums that you used to get from Indian shop? Do they still exist?
They do exist, but they don't sell them everywhere. I think you've got to go to certain places. You might have to go to the bigger wholesalers,
cash and carry,
to get them. I don't think I have seen them at Tesco's over the years, but not recently. I've seen.
You're only allowed to buy. So, but what if you want some olive oil and sunflower oil? So.
Yeah, no. I think olive oil is cool. It's sunflower and vegetable, from what I was reading.
Right. Because obviously olive oil is going to be cool because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
Right. It's the number of items. Tesco is allowing 3 items per customer. Waitrose and Morrison's have placed limits of just 2 items of oil-based products, and it's saying here that it's not as frenzied as the toilet roll panic, but it is close. They're trying to maintain calm amongst people. And I'm like, this is brown people. It's brown people. I'm going to, they're lucky. I get that they're sending their sons, sending their daughter-in-laws, saying, go and get me my thing.
Well, as Satch has revealed on the WhatsApp, isn't it? All the aunties there was those dealers trying to sort out people with Dell.
I saw that.
I had a bit of Dale envy, right? My wife's cousin came over. My wife's sister-in-law came over, married to her cousin, and she saw the Dale and she went, "Oh, you're lucky to have that." And genuinely, she's buying it up. I go, "What do you mean?" She goes, "There's a Dale shortage." I was like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "You're lucky to have that."
This is because all you two go for your Dale massages. That's why all this Dale's being wasted all over your bodies, because you've got back trouble, leg trouble.
Oil, Kedge? What are you talking about? No sunflower oil in your body.
But then I was thinking about it yesterday, and I was like, well, what do we do if sunflower and vegetable oil runs out? Does that mean we've got to cook our samosas in baby oil? I don't know.
I can't deal with that. Then you're gonna have to start. You're gonna get the air fryer crew going. Oh, it's amazing! But amazing in the air fryer.
Conspiracy,
and it's rubbish.
What are we gonna have to do if we can't fry? What device do we now have to use?
Well, I think the Asian population then dies out.
No, air fryer.
That's what I mean. There you go.
Air fryers are made where?
That's what I mean. It's rubbish.
Made where? Made in China. I'm telling you, it's a China conspiracy. It's the tech companies. Tech companies are behind this. They want more air fryers to sell. They know there's 1.4 billion people in India. If they can't use their tail, they're going to have an air fryer, because we all know air fryers are incredible at what they can do with minimum amount of air.
But for me, the lack of tail brings only one major concern to me.
What's that?
And to the whole of the Gujarati wedding scene.
Here we go.
How are we going to get farfar?
You don't get them.
Well, you get farfar in life when you work hard.
You don't get them. Kedge, How old are you? You don't need them now, bruv. Get over it. Like
I don't think it's registered as a Gujarati wedding if you don't have farfara.
I think, and I'm going to say it already. I've seen shortages of other things that are going to come into.
Oh, here we go. Mystic Satch predicting the future. Go on, give us your next one then.
The first thing I saw was tomatoes. Right, yeah. Not going to be around in the next few weeks, and lettuce. There's no lettuce.
Yeah, I know it's a lettuce. Yeah. I know it's a
really.
Lettuce.
Yeah. So your salads are gone. Yes.
A watermelon I can't get for the last 3-4 days.
This conspiracy is all about them they don't want us to eat fresh food. They just want us to eat processed food, which has got all the time. It's big food. It's big food, and it's big pharma. All these people, they're ganging up against us, and they want us to eat processed food and food that's laced in sugar.
Oh, okay. Salt. Well, that's the other story about food, by the way, that's going around, is that Kellogg's are battling the kind of health standards people to say, let us put sugar in the cereal.
Oh, Kellogg's, leave it out, mate.
People want sugar. There's a big battle going on because they're saying, oh, it's got to be healthier. Cereal's got to be healthier. Cereal doesn't need this much sugar. And actually, I'm sorry, I got to say, when I have cereal, like today I had granola with yogurt and fruit for breakfast. I love that. It's tasty, it's delicious.
Yeah, that's not cereal.
It's got mango, beautiful. And it does the job in the morning with a coffee.
That's not cereal. That's healthy. Well done.
I know, but when I reach for the cereal, when I want to have a bowl of cereal, I go Frosties. Frosties, maybe a Frosties cornflakes mix, right? And then I might add a bit of honey on top. Meaning, let me have my mitta. Why are you denying me choice of my mitta? I got it in check. Stuff. I'm not out of shape. I work out every day. But if I want my mitta, I should be able to get my mitta. But if you just take it away from Kellogg's, I'm sorry, I don't think I'm going to go for it.
You know what? I read this book and it said that if there was no sugar in the cereals, there's people who've done this experiment of they've made these cereals without any sugar in them, right?
I bet it's rank.
They said it's the most disgusting thing on the planet. But the only way they can get children to, because you've got to get children addicted to this from a young age. So what they do is they say, oh, yeah, it's really healthy. It's got vitamin E, F, G, Z, whatever, right? So parents, because it's a quick and easy fix in the morning. You're on the go. You need to give your kids something. Just whack a bowl of Rice Krispies, laced in sugar. Kellogg's Frosties, laced in sugar. All of this stuff. Otherwise, it tastes disgusting. You would never eat it. And this is the argument. So, you know what? Kellogg's, they're coming for you, mate. Don't let people like Tommy Sandu influence you thinking you're going to carry on ruining the world's health.
Oh, well, so hold on. Well, what are you saying? You're saying no one will eat it. So what's your point you make? I thought you were going to go with me on that one.
No, we need to make smarter decisions. Lump the cereal to the side. Don't do it.
Well, no, I think that's down to the person to make a smarter decision, isn't it?
No, because the person, I'll tell you what, because we are not being given all the information about cereals and stuff like that. And then so cereals are put there. Kellogg's love it because they've been, read up about Kellogg's. Kellogg's basically overnight.
Read up about farfar. Read up about farfar. I'm sure that's not part of your 5 a day. You know what? He gives it all this. He gives it the preach. What about my farfar? What about my farfar?
No, but how often do you eat farfar? How often do you go to a wedding? Do you know what I mean? How often do you serve food at the wedding before you collapse and faint in the queue? What I'm saying is that the cereal is very handy, and read up about it.
Okay. Tommy, next time when we go out to our little Indian thali restaurant, and I see you there with your paneer swimming in butter, doing backstroke in the butter, doing butterfly stroke in the bloody tail, I'm gonna go, Kedge, let's read up on this then. I think people should be allowed to make the decision. Otherwise, I tell you what, I'm gonna just sprinkle sugar all over my cereal when I get home. So you can't take it away, but just let Frosties do it for me. Frosties are great.
I don't think people should be allowed to make the decision. I don't. That's. I'm going to leave it there. People shouldn't be allowed to make their decisions because I think they are informed badly. Wow. And this is why I was quite shocked when I read that apparently, and this, like, guys, I mean, enlighten me on this one, but apparently thousands of people have signed a petition after they've heard the news that the Milky Way crispy roll is no longer available in the UK. I didn't even know what this was.
Milky Way crispy roll. What sweet is that? What's that?
It looks like a
stick, a finger.
Yeah, it's like a finger, but filled with the Milky Way.
But apparently the British public is up in arms. I'm like, have you ever had one? I've never even had one in my life. People are really angry. They've got over 1,500 signatures. It's produced by Mars UK or Mars Wrigley.
1,000 what?
1,500 signatures.
That's not that many people.
Is it not?
No, more than it's now over 1,700. That was yesterday. 1,700 signatures. Chocolate lovers have been left fuming after discovering the treat has been taken off shelves. No longer available in the UK, and it's left many fans. Yeah, it's like a Mars meets a sort of.
It's been around since the 90s. I've never had one in my life. Satch, give us the lowdown.
It was dead, bruv. Like no one would eat one of them. It's
so
rubbish.
Would you go Milky Way?
That's why there's only flipping 1,700 people that have signed this. I'm sorry, but no one cares about it. It's rubbish.
Oh, well,
it can go. And there's a load of other bits that can go with it as well, I think, because there's just too much that is rubbish.
Well, I'm glad we got the definitive on that. But here's the one, obviously, while we're still talking about the food stuff, I thought, let me bring this to everyone's attention. Because like you said, we might be busy on the Queen's Jubilee entertaining at someone's wedding. But we might also be treating ourselves to the new, what is it? We've got the new 2 sauces, actually, that are available now from Heinz. So the salad cream.
Yeah.
Is now going to be called, are you ready for this? The Salad Queen. And then you've got the HP sauce, which is now going to be called the HM brown sauce.
Oh
no, but they've just changed their names. They haven't really changed.
Well, it's like a novelty packaging.
It's a novelty package. The bottles apparently are going to be something that you want to keep a hold of. They could be worth a lot of money. It's going to be historic sauces. There we go. Senior brand manager at Heinz says this is an extraordinary moment for the Queen. I mean, you know what? I love that. But what are we doing as the Asian contingent in this country? What are we changing our names so that we can mark the Queen's birthday? Why are we not doing that? Elephant Atta needs to be changed.
To what?
I don't know. I haven't actually thought about that. But we need to have, I can't think of, like what's the other one? Buttocks. That needs to, how is Bartek's changing the game so that we can reflect the Queen's Jubilee? I think this is where Asia, once again, another great business idea from the brand.
You've got no idea at the moment, Kedge.
No, but you should change your name. I'm just thinking, it needs to be something. Do you know what I mean?
Well, no, okay, so what I think straight away then is like
Kohinoor rice, that's a given, isn't it? Straight
right, Kohinoor, there you go. Now, but that's also a very contentious issue.
Yeah, I don't think we should go there, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
God, the one idea I do have.
But I'm thinking like Royal Sweets, the Royal Sweets, the Butterfly company.
There we go. Right.
They could do little crown-shaped laddu with little crown tops on them.
Yeah.
Yes. Crown Sweets, Crown Jubilee Sweet. You need Jubilee in there. So like I have obviously as someone who made the song Jugni Ji infamous with his rendition of the Jubilee. Why is Kanika Kapoor not doing that? Why is she not actually taking it on and just the Jubilee G song and bring it proper, release it? There must be some Bollywood film that needs a remix of a song from the 90s. Mr. Tommy Sandhu has done it already, the original. Let's remix it. Let's bring it back. Let's add a rap on it.
Yep, Jalebi Bai could be Jubilee Bai.
Oh, come on, Tesha, sort it out, bruv. You were in London, all this. Maybe he wasn't here. Maybe he was here for London and meeting the Queen.
Yeah, he could have
collaboration.
hooked that
Jubilee, baby, yeah.
You're right. I think there's things to be done. So there's like a chutney that could come out instead. For it.
I mean, buttocks doesn't really lend to unless the Queen somewhere along the way she's related to a buttock. I don't understand how they're going to change much with that. Elephant Atta. I mean, the British Raj, they use elephants, didn't they, to ride on? So I don't know if there's a connection there for the Queen.
Or you could have a chutney, themed around Prince Harry, because Prince Harry's left. Instead of Imli, you could do like Im-leave the country.
Im-leave
the country instead of Imli chutney.
It's not very nice. You're piling on Harry with the rest of the nation. That's not fair.
No, but he came back the other day, so it's all good. Him and the Queen are on good terms. So I heard.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
I just think if start changing your Instagram accounts. I know we've got a lot of influencers who listen to us as well. Whatever, if you can change your name, add the Queen's Jubilee into it. Honestly, you're going to be flying.
Yeah, honestly, you'll get a visa.
all the Indians listening are going, huh? And I
mentioned Instagram. Let's talk about Twitter, because I think we need to address what's happening in the Twitter sphere.
I think everyone knows what has happened because it's been news everywhere. Like, as in, you can't miss the news. It was on everything. It
was on Twitter.
It was on every outlet possible. That news was there, and I think the thing that I thought about was But what's going to change? I don't really care who owns it. Yeah. To be honest with you, because I mean, I don't know who the owner of it is like, at the moment. But
exactly.
What's going to change? That's what I want to know.
Well, it becomes a private company for a start, doesn't it? That's the big change.
So how public of a company has it been so far? We don't even know who's been running it, who's been behind it.
It's a publicly traded company up until now.
What does that mean for us? For me and you tweeting the odd thing here and there, looking at football results, looking at things that are trending. So where do you stand on it? Because it's caused a hoo-ha. So if anyone doesn't know, Elon Musk, the guy who owns Tesla, who puts rockets in space, has now bought Twitter, and he's bought it because he's saying he wants to make it more fair, more balanced. He put out a tweet a while ago and he said, do you think Twitter is a place of free speech? Something like that. And a lot of people said, no, we don't think it is, because people are cancelled from Twitter. There's algorithms behind what trends and what is popular. So they're saying, could it be that it could be fairer? It could be left more open. Donald Trump isn't on Twitter. He was taken off.
Well, that's one of the things. So the
Taliban are. So I'm just saying, Taliban
Donald Trump, there's a list of people that people want back. Obviously, Donald Trump is one of the people that is going to be coming back.
No, but he actually said he doesn't want to, Kedge.
Maybe he doesn't want to, because he's got his own. Yeah, he's got his own platform. But you're talking about the free speech on Twitter. Basically, it's saying that they actually want to unlock the potential of Twitter, because all of a sudden, I think what they're trying to say is it just becomes an open playground. And so you get rid of all the bots that are available on there, because basically you authenticate all humans on there. So there is, I think that there will be some advantages, because therefore, you can't just any old person can go, Johnny 673498 and then give you loads of, abuse or anything like that on because that might stop. But because you're going to have to authenticate who you are. Right. There was also talk, I think, like you mentioned, Elon Musk also said, do you want an edit button? I think he tweeted that earlier in the month. Now, there was a massive, obviously, like 73% of people said yes. So that would be incredible that, we finally get an edit button on Twitter. A lot of people are excited about that, because there's
What does that mean, edit button?
So, like, when you make a mistake, let's say if you tweet something out and you make a spelling mistake, that's it. You can't correct it, can you, at the moment? Yeah. But now, like on Facebook and Instagram, you can go and edit the tweet or the post or whatever. So that's going to be the big change as well. And they're just saying that, everyone's going to be verified. I mentioned that. There's going to be just an open space, which actually then reflects the human society as a whole, rather than, like you said, certain views being banned, certain this being banned, and being moderated.
Yeah, exactly. And look, I think that what people are scared about is what then could be said, and people inciting people to make people angry and etc. But I think I don't know. I don't think it's probably as scary as you think. And also, I don't think Elon Musk is in basically Twitter isn't good business sense. It's not. He could spend 45 billion elsewhere.
Cash.
If you want. Yeah, that's a lot of money. 45 billion. What
does that look like in cash?
Oh my God! Like a whole Deci full. It's a whole Deci full of money.
That's the opening scene of DuckTales. When he jumped.
I don't think he's physically got that dough to give to someone, has he? Like, it's more a case of.
I think he's taking out his savings account.
Yeah, bang! It's going straight into your account. That's what it was.
No, I'm sure there's investors and other people that he's pulled in to make the deal happen. But
maybe
he offered $10 more per share to everybody than what the share price was. So they had to sell it. It would be bad practice for them to not, the shareholders who had it, to not sell it. So they made a load of money out of it as well. But for him to buy that, I don't think he's in the business to kind of go, now I'm going to make the world an evil place. This is a man who makes electric cars, who's like the green.
I think it's a step closer. It does not necessarily have to be evil, but there is a feeling of the way it's all going. Yeah, like all of a sudden I think it puts you up there, definitely in the top 3 powerful people on the planet, and with everything moving to the metaverse and everything, this is the Kedge theory coming in. The people who are going to be running the metaverse, because obviously there's no law enforcement or anything like that, right? And what I've been reading and how I see it is that it's going to be run by influencers, the whole metaverse. So if you buy into Tommy Sandu and his brand, right? Tommy Sandu,
good brand. It's a good brand.
Well,
happy brand, happy place.
Tommy Sandu will have Sanduland, and then you go and buy a house in Sanduland, and then you follow Sandu's rules.
Sandulandu, please.
Sandulandu. So Sandulandu, and then you follow the Sandulandu principles. And so whatever that is, but you must have 5 spoons of sugar on your Frosties, then that's what you do. And that's where you go to live that life.
And you can in the metaverse, unless you get metaverse diabetes.
Well, I'm sure there's something that's going to stop that. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I think it's a little bit scary that he's going to do this. But I like this phrase that he's using, and that is that they want to create. It's the closest thing, and just think about this, and we'll leave it here. It's the closest thing that we're going to have to a global consciousness. That's a little bit like, whoa.
Yeah, because the idea is that you can say whatever you can say whatever, and if you're thinking it, you can say it, and I do like that. I think people should be allowed to think and say what they want. But what I don't like is
that say stupid things.
Is people encouraging hate crimes? Is people encouraging violence?
No, but if you're authenticated, if you're going to be authenticated account, so all of this will be then chased down, followed down, and all of that kind of thing. So
I'd like to put to Mr. Elon Musk, everyone needs to do a course to go on social media. Because people just put stupid stuff up.
Like a driving test?
Like a theory. You need to pass the theory.
Because let's face it, there won't be a driving test very soon.
There won't be a driving. Yeah,
I don't think, because all the cars, well, hold on. You're not going to have to learn how to use a clutch or anything. It's going to be electric cars. You just go forward or backwards.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all automated. Sat navs, roads, AI, intelligence.
The first cars where you just sit there and you, because they said that you're going to be allowed to watch whatever screen you want as when you're in your automatic car. That's already passed through.
Boring, doesn't it?
See, that's good, because sometimes, now that I don't drink, sometimes I'm a bit worried about overeating and driving, because overeating affects me. No, it's true. If I have a big meal, I need to have a little snooze. So now it's not about drink driving. I think there should be a rule against overeating and driving, because I think that's just, if you have 4 pronte on a Sunday and then try and drive your car, I think there's a danger that you're not as sharp as you should be.
3 points, mate. 3 points.
Yeah. Too much oil and butter in the diet.
So don't overeat, but you will be able to.
There should be breathalyzers, Punjabi breathalyzers for how much butter's in your system. I'm telling you, that should
butter be breathalyzer. God, can you imagine?
You know what? That's a sketch. I'm going to do that. Don't tell no one. I'm going to put that out there.
So overeating and driving, and you'll be able to watch telly while you're driving, which brings us nicely to what we've been watching this week.
Oh, can I say? Look, let me get the tough telly out the way. Controversial telly. I feel like at the moment everything is Tim Westwood, that documentary. Yeah. Right. I watched that last night. I watched that was heavy going, because we know him and I've met him many times. Yeah. And I've worked with him. He's always been very, very nice to me. Not as nice as he clearly was trying to be to other people. But he's and this is some harrowing stories coming out about him. There's the Michael Jackson stuff. There's the Johnny Depp.
There's a Michael Jackson documentary with Ross Kemp tonight.
Oh.
Yeah, that's Wednesday night. It's going out. And then there's the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard stuff. I've been watching loads of that on social media. By the way, the whole of America is now loving Johnny Depp more so than ever. Honestly, it's all over TikTok as well. You get all these little bite-sized versions of it. Just have a look at it, because Johnny Depp, mega star, is there in court. And I went into it thinking, oh my God, yeah, he does drugs and he drinks and he's quite abusive. And now you're realizing, actually, he did a lot to help people, and he actually hasn't done some of the things that you think he has. But we haven't heard her side of the story yet, so I'm sure there's more to come. She hasn't gone into the trial.
I'm uncomfortable with all of that out in the public like that, and with, why do they need to do that? I don't know. I don't care. I'll be honest. I don't care about it.
I tell you what I feel for, because I've been through the rung. We've all been through the rung a little bit of it as well. But he said, once these allegations are thrown at you, he goes, that's it. There's no going back. Yeah, he goes, I'm going to live with it for the rest of my life. And you feel for it. And by the way, I wasn't really a Johnny Depp fan. I've not seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean. I've not seen them.
Me either.
Nah. I think it was just a bit too young for me when I kind of got into it. It looks nice, like the images of the sea and the ocean.
I went to the ride in America.
Yeah, right. But I wasn't, and I never really saw him in anything when I thought, oh, wow, what a great actor. I saw Edward Scissorhands, that thing that he did there, that one. No, not Edward. The other one was the barber, Sweeney Todd, that one where he plays a barber. But basically, even in the top, I'm like, man, he's a good-looking guy, and he's got a real cool, deep voice way about him, and a slowness to the way he talks. He's sexy, man. He's a sexy man. So I've started fancying Johnny Depp more.
So there's a lot of serious telly on.
So that kind of telly. Oh, and by the way, I'm fully up to date, Kedge, on the Lakers winning time.
So am I. It's good, isn't it? It's good.
Very good.
It gets worse, doesn't it? It just keeps getting. The poor guy he's going through hell, like the owner of it, Dr. Bus. But let's not ruin that, because I tell you what, we got to finish that soon, because this week, and I know Satch is not a fan of it, but Ozark is coming, isn't it? For the last time ever. For the last time ever. And also, can I just tell you about a film? And you know what? Google this, or actually, Google this trailer, because it's a brilliant trailer. But guess who's starring in it? Now, I'm sure you've all seen the film Goonies and Indiana Jones, Temple of Doom. Yeah. Do you remember who was the Chinese fella in it? Who was the Chinese?
The little boy.
Data. Remember Goonies? Oh. In Indiana Jones, he was Data. Oh, no,
the boy.
Goonies, he was Data, yeah.
The young lad.
Yes, and he had all the gadgets.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. Yeah. His name is Ke Huy Quan.
Right.
And he hasn't been on the big screen for over...
Ke Huy
Quan. And Quan as well, But basically, he hasn't been on the big screen for 2 years. He's coming back to this film, right, which is called...
Hum Aapke Hai Quan.
It could be.
It's not that.
Part 2, but it's not that. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, that sounds awful already.
Satch is not even going to get through the trailer. Tommy, watch the trailer.
Everywhere, All at Once. That's the name of the film?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if the actor was ever coming back with a bang, this is the film. Just watch this trailer. It's probably one of the most epic trailers after the Nicolas Cage film that's already out last week.
Isn't that called something like that as well?
Yes, that's got a long name as well.
Yeah, it has.
That's got Unexpected, Untalented, something. But this, I mean, you are going to want to, it's not Satch's kind of film. I'm telling you. But you know what? When he speaks, all you can hear is how he speaks in The Goonies and in Temple of Doom, and he still sounds the same. It's brilliant.
Still got that kind of. But he was always. It was an exciting voice, it meant him as an actor.
Adrenaline.
Yeah, I think I've got nothing but fond memories of, because that was. The Goonies and Indiana Jones, it just absolutely tickled my excitement, my exploration gene. It's just you know you were in for tamasha.
How many summer holidays did you end up drawing a treasure map and then trying to find your friends, and you wanted to play him and have all the gadgets? Satch probably didn't do that.
Totally.
No. Did you draw treasure maps?
No. What for? What? I mean, why would I do that? And to be thinking, I was just even thinking about it. I've not seen the Goonies ever, and I don't think I've seen an Indiana Jones.
Can we just get rid of him? I'm sorry.
It's not really my thing.
I thought you vetted people who joined the Brownload podcast. That was one of the prerequisites. You've had to have seen the Goonies. If you've not seen the Goonies, turn off the podcast now. Honestly,
I haven't seen it.
Stop.
But the thing that I did see this week was, I think I saw one of the best Champions League football matches ever.
Yeah,
and it was last night. I'm surprised you guys didn't watch it. I know, Ked, you were in Manchester.
Well, I was in the city. Where it was all going down. I could hear it, but I didn't see it.
And Tommy usually tunes into these random games, and then he puts his 2 pence.
Can I be honest? This week, my wife's gone away. My wife's gone away for 2 days with work, so I'm on my own with the kids. Can I just say to any I think I can say this. Any man out there whose wife's currently away for a couple of days while you're alone with the kids, oh my word, the whole world falls apart. I can't cope.
Here we go. We've had these. I'm
serious.
That's why we're doing a podcast at lunchtime. I
can't do it tonight. I don't think I can survive in the world now on my own. I've become so dependent on everything she does to hold the whole house together. The boys, clothes, uniform, and she works and all that. I'm like, I just can't. I can't survive. And I'm a bit. Can I quickly just add something in there? I'm going to just declare this now as well. This Friday, I've been cast in this corporate video thing. I don't do much acting-y stuff, but I know the guy who's producing it, and he said, "Will you play a father in this scene?" And I was like, "Yeah, fine," but I've got a wife and kids in this scene.
Oh, so your whole family's going to act in it?
Oh no, I've got another wife. And and I only found that out today, and it's on Friday. And like, I'm a simple Asian lad. I got to tell my wife that I'm going to be.
Do you have to? Is there any really dirty scenes?
Well, put it this way: in the story, which is weird, but because look, this week was my wife's birthday. She turned 40 on Sunday, right? And in the story on Friday that I'm acting in, it's my wife's birthday and I'm throwing a surprise party and she comes over.
You should just.
I don't know if I've got to do a little, hey, puppy on. Like,
I know this commercial. This is where the blood.
Commercial.
No. It's a this corporate video. I know the company you're doing it for because basically they're going to get you. This is the one where they go, oh, put the kids to sleep, and then when you come down, you're dressed in just a thong and all those sort of tassels, and you do the dance for it. This is that one for me.
No, I'd be happy doing that. But what I realise is, I've got to sort of ask my wife if it's okay. I'm not.
What, to swing around in tassels?
I'm like, even if it is acting, I'm going to end up giving her a side hug. Like the Punjabi side.
I know why Kedge knows.
Is your sister?
I know why Kedge knows about these details because I think he applied for this.
yeah. Sorry, Kedge. I took
Damn, I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
I've got no shame. I'd happily do a tassel dance, but what I realise is I've got to just tell my wife that there might be an occasion where I've got my arms around another woman, and I've got to make sure that
he'll do a tassel dance, but he won't pretend hug.
Yeah,
his on-screen wife.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, okay. So sorry. That's things that
That's things that we've all learned as the Brownlow listeners.
But back to the football.
The football. Yeah, it's an amazing match. So I didn't get to watch it.
And I think, what was the final score? It was 4-3, wasn't it?
4-3 to City. Yeah.
City. They go to Madrid next week. Yeah. Or is it in a couple of weeks' time?
Next week it will be at the Bernabeu.
And I think City might lose it. I think so
too. And can we just quickly mention Benzema? Yeah, that penalty, the cheek of just, when you just go and take a penalty and you think you're going to smash it. And
absolute Michael, mate.
He took proper and he just chipped the goalkeeper. Lovely. But on to things we learned this week. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Go on then.
So, and this kind of, it would have been nice if I told you this, Kedge, before you went on your tour bus because it's about sleeping on your side. And the thing that I learned is people who sleep on their left side are far more at the risk of having nightmares than people who sleep on their right-hand side.
Wow.
Because when you
start on my right, and then I have a little cooling down period on my right where my body shuts down, and then it just tells me it's time to go to the left. I switch to the left, and that's how I start, and that's how I go into deep sleep.
Do you get nightmares then?
I don't even dream, mate.
Oh, what do you mean?
So I'm an exception to the rule. I don't get nightmares or nothing. I don't dream. I don't get nightmares. Nothing. I'm just knockout. And then the next thing I hear, you go, and that's the alarm.
This was scientific research, and they basically said it doesn't matter what well, not really. They're saying, some people say, if you have a cheese sandwich before bed or something like that, it can affect your mood and, nightmares and blah, blah, blah.
Frosties with sugar on it.
But it's actually down to the position that you sleep in. So they said,
all right, I'm going to remember
that. Sleep on the left. You'll have a more of a nightmare compared to.
Okay, I'm going to do that research for you.
I don't sleep. Do you see? You're a side sleeper, aren't you, Kedge?
Side sleeping is the only way to be sleeping for your body.
No, Kedge, you got to be careful here because we've got records of you on the podcast. Because I specifically remember this because
records. I got scared there for a minute. I thought, what record?
So, firstly, I tell you what, I like when I sleep on the side. What's good for your back is a pillow between your thighs. That's good for you.
On the knees, yeah.
So I sleep on so sometimes when I've got a bit of a sore lower back, I'll put one pillow between my thighs and sleep on my side. But I can't sleep on my side because my Punjabi frame is so heavy that the shoulder on the upper side starts to sink down, and it's so much weight on that one shoulder underneath.
Does it go back?
I start to fold in half, like in my chest. It's like my boobs are going to touch each other. Like I'm folding in half.
That's tickers, mate.
No, but then I'm like that, and I'm like, it's too much weight on the side for one shoulder to take, so I can't do that. But then I remember you specifically saying, and I thought, oh, that's reassuring, because I said I like to sleep on my back, and you went, yep, back is the best position to sleep in.
Well, not the best, but it's good to as your second or third position, but it's not the best.
I can't sleep on my back or my side. It has to be on the back,
what happens is that there's a tendency for your mouth to stay open. Then you're in trouble.
Oh, why?
Because then you start suffering from sleep apnea. If you sleep with your mouth open, you need to sort that out. Get some tape on your mouth. Start practicing trying to sleep with your mouth closed. Because then people who wake up and the thirsty, dry throat, all of that palaver, not good for you.
Okay, so basically avoid sleeping on the left-hand side.
Just avoid sleeping.
That too. Okay. That's what I learned.
Right. I've got quite a few little things that I've learned this week that I was going to share with you. Firstly, just because I'm covering a lot of IPL cricket stuff, today I learned what Avade means, and you told me Avade means.
Like, come on, let's bring it on.
Let's have it. So Avade is like a chuck there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, I don't think it is.
Chuck the Fritters are more of a celebratory. Isn't it? It's more like a celebratory call. Like you'd say that when you've done something well.
Yeah. You win. You win.
It's like, come on, let's bring you on.
Bring it on.
But you actually, Chuck their Fritte can be future tense and past tense. You can be like, oh, what on Kej did the bus tour, Chuck their Fritte, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Or,
and then it could be Kej, go on that bus tour, go smash it, or Chuck their Fritte. So
I see. Future smash.
It can be future smash and past smash.
Okay.
But also, my real thing is 10 inches in one day. If you want 10 inches in one day, Kej, of asparagus, it's possible. Asparagus is one of the quickest growing vegetables, and in the right condition, it can grow up to 10 inches in a day.
Wow!
And it can sometimes often takes longer than that, but with the right conditions, you can get
10 inches in a day.
10 inches in a day. How about that? Asparagus. Next time you look at asparagus, go, well done, asparagus. How about there? Chocolate forte, whatever.
Yeah, how about there?
That is quite interesting because this last week I've actually been doing a lot of gardening, and I
thought you were going to say I've been eating a lot of asparagus.
Well, not that. I've been getting my 10 inches out.
No, I have in the plant pots because I've changed all the pots and stuff, and in a weird sort of way. Do you know, because I've planted them, I go back there every day to look at them to see
if they've grown.
But they haven't at the moment.
Nothing
Sticking
yet.
Asparagus in, bruv.
You got to think about asparagus in there,
10
mate.
inches in a day.
Sachin the asparagus grower. That's the first, isn't it? Who would have thought that?
Exactly.
Who would have ever thought Sachin grows asparagus?
Makes your wee smell, though, doesn't it? Have you ever done that?
I don't eat asparagus.
You don't eat asparagus? Asparagus is delicious.
Is it? I've never really delved into that. But staying on the vegetable theme then, I'm going to carry on with the hack that I did not know this, but I think we all face this. And in a time where, there is a shortage of food and we don't want to be wasting a lot of food because it's difficult to come by. And you're already talking about tomatoes, becoming scarce. And what else was the other vegetable that you said? Tomatoes and
lettuce.
The hack for carrots, and this is brilliant. Sometimes when you buy carrots, and especially if you're going to get like a bag of small carrots, and you keep them from the week, you want to use them to dip into a bit of hummus or whatever it is that use them for. After a few days, they go a little bit white around the edges, and people think, is that what is that, mold? Is it what they're going
dusty, bit dusty looking?
Yeah, it's that kind of white sort of. I don't know, not fluff, but it's the texture.
I don't know, it's fluff, but like in the little, because it's got almost like creases, like fingers. Little lines in there.
So rather than them being all orange, he starts getting that white stuff. And basically, all you got to do is put them in hot water, and they become fresh, and they're good to eat. There's nothing wrong with them.
They'll go soggy. They'll go soggy if you put them in hot water.
No, just fresh, not hot water. Sorry, did I say hot water? It's fresh water. Fresh water. Sorry. Fresh water,
key.
And that's but they said, but if you ever take carrots out of the fridge and they're slimy, don't eat them. They're gone bad.
That's how you know. See, it's Gudger, it all comes back to carrot cake. All comes back to that meal.
It is.
See?
That's it. The circle of life.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Boys, thank you as always. Cheers for the lunchtime session. This has been good. I've enjoyed this. Until next week, thank you all for watching. Email us, hello@thebrownload.com. Let us know who you are and where you are. We'll catch you guys soon. Laters, boys.
Cool.
Laters.